Hi, welcome to our first ever We Listen session for the NGO. No Needs to Worry. This is Annabelle, and
This is Austin. All right.
okay, here we listen to stories and get inspiration from athletes who have gone through knee injuries and get advice from them. And today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Justa Carlton.
Hi.
Yay! Hi. Hey, Justice, say hi to whoever is going to watch this video.
Hi to my siblings, hi to my mom, and probably my teammates and my coaches.
It's a
very good, great honor to have you here with us
Oh
today.
no, thank
And
y'all.
I've always been a fan of the Longhorn Nation. I've shown you my personal collection of cards through Instagram,
Yeah.
and I just got two more of those like this week. And
Yeah.
just can't believe what's about to happen now. Like to actually talk with someone on my trading card.
Yeah.
I can't wait to start. I can't wait to start. Let's
Oh, yeah,
go.
I'm
Let's
so
go, Annabelle.
excited.
Let's go.
hmm my name is Justice. I'm a sophomore at the University of Texas. I play basketball right now, and yeah, I'm majoring in sports management.
All
And
right.
yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
doing.
cool.
Okay, so we'll jump straight into our main topic today. So the ACL injury. Do you mind recalling what specifically happened that led to the injury? And what was going on in your mind and how did you find out it was injury, like ACL?
Okay, so I tore my ACL, my lateral and medial meniscus, which is like almost like a blowout, like pretty much, which is like crazy because when I went down, normally people say that there's like a scream or like a squeal or like something that normally when people go down, but whenever I got hurt, I just kind of like I just everything went black and I don't remember like the pain, like the pop, like nothing. I got up and I tried to play again, but my knee swelled up so bad and my hamstring, I couldn't even get my leg like straight anymore. Like my hamstring locked up immediately. So I go over to the training table and the trainer who was there at the event was like a like college trainer and like he's just telling me like, oh, it's fine, like the swelling, it's good, it's good. Um, and he's doing the ACL test on me where he grabs your thigh and your calf and he yanks it. And he was like, oh no, like your ACL, like it's thumping, like it's there, don't worry about it. So he was like, it's up to you if you want to play or not. But this is probably just like a meniscus tear. And, it's fine. Like most people sit out 6 weeks, like whatever. So I ended up not playing for the tournament. My hamstring like had completely locked at this point. There was like no getting my legs straight at all. The next day, like whatever, I rest and I wake up in the morning and I am in so much pain. My knee is so swollen, like I'm limping around, like the inside part of my hamstring is clicking and like grinding so bad. So yeah, I set out for the tournament. We're in Chicago, and at the end of the week, I get home. It's probably Wednesday at this point. My mom had some family friends who got me a like emergency MRI appointment. I go in, I do the appointment, whatever. I get the scan, and the next day they call back with results, and they're like, "Yeah, like you tore your ACL, you tore your lateral medial meniscus, like you're gonna have to do prehab." And that's going to be like 4 weeks before you even get surgery. So I'm like bawling my eyes out. My mom had just transferred to my high school to be a coach, and so did my sister. So it was my senior year. I was going to get to play with my mom and my sister, like for high school. I had just committed. I was so excited. And whatever, I got the call. Like, it was so sad. I called Coach Schaefer. Like, he was the first person I called, I think. And I was like, hey, like, I tore my ACL, but like, I'm coming back. Like, I'm playing in high school. And he was like, um, I don't know, like, da da da, that's crazy. Like, I've only seen one person do that before. She came back in 4.5 months, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, that's all I need. And yeah, I got straight to it and I came back in 4.5 months.
Whoa.
I know.
Can't imagine how shocking that was. All right.
Yeah, it was rough. Like being 17 years old and getting up and like going to rehab 3 times a day and strength and conditioning and waking up. My school in Houston starts at 7:30. So getting up and going to do rehab before school even starts is rough every day. After school, like watching my team practice every day, like it's rough.
So to a lot of player, an injury like that could have meant that their high school career is coming to an end. Like
Mhm.
from my research, you come back to the court in just like 4.5 months. Am I right? And
Mhm.
what are something that motivates you for that speedily recovery? I feel like you've already answered part of it during the last part. Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to come back and play with my little sister. She's 2 years younger than me, and so she had just gotten there, and I really, really wanted to play with her. My mom was a coach at the time too, which was something that was super important to me. Like I wanted to finish my senior year, and I wanted to have all the accolades. I feel like working all of this time and playing since sixth grade, and you tear your ACL like your senior year, and you miss out on all these accolades like Jordan Brand, McDonald's All-American, like all of these things that you miss on, like all the All-Star games and stuff like that. Like I didn't want to miss out on that stuff. And I knew college was going to be hard anyways, and I just didn't want to come in trying to like finish up rehabbing on this injury. Like I wanted to be on the court and like get back to like my normal self.
Returning from an ACL injury is as much mental as it is physical. When you
Mm.
first step back on the court for practice or for a game, how did you learn to trust your knee again? Like, were you hesitant on certain moves initially?
Um, Honestly, I think because I don't remember getting hurt, or I just kind of like blacked out and I just like hopped back up and like started going. Like I don't really remember like that screaming part and like the nervousness and like the heart sink, and like I don't remember all of that. So whenever I came back, it was literally like nothing happened. Like I think my second day at practice, like my mom was crying because I did a Euro at practice, and she was like so scared, and like she was almost in tears. Like I couldn't remember like my injury at all, and so I think that was something that just like I never second guessed it. Like I wouldn't be cleared if I wasn't ready, and I feel like I wouldn't have let myself on the court also if I was too scared.
What was the recovery process like? Can you tell us what you've gone through for each step and what does the typical rehab day look like?
Yeah, so I first started prehab in late July whenever I got back from the tournament. And I did prehab all the way until August 21st. 21st was my surgery date. And then from there, I literally got up, I got out of the hospital. I slept for like 15 hours straight after I got out of the hospital. And then I got up and started rehab like the next day. And I went to like my physical therapist every single day. I saw him 6 days a week. And so normally people only go like two or three. But my mom's insurance and my club's insurance was covering all of my rehab. So I went 6 days a week. And I got up before school every day. My alarm went off at like 4:45. I got dressed, I packed my bag, like to take a shower, like all the stuff after rehab and go to school. So yeah, from like 6 to 7, I was doing rehab. And then from 7, I had 20 minutes to get to class. And I would drive from rehab to class. And then I did rehab in my seventh period class in school. And then I did rehab after school, which was like lifting weights.
The rehab process force you to change your game in any way? Like, for example, did you develop new techniques while you were working on your way back?
Um, I don't think so. I think most of it was just kind of like the motivation part that made me do new things. I mean, also the break that I got, as much as like it wasn't a break, I got to kind of take a step back from basketball and kind of regain love for it. So I feel like that's something that really helped me. Um, Another thing that is so weird that people don't talk about is you lose weight or like muscle mass in your quad. But normally, because you're not like working out like at the pace and like the intensity that you normally do, you gain weight. And so it's so hard like coming back from an injury. And when you got hurt, you were at a certain weight, and then trying to rehab, maybe you're 5 or 10 pounds heavier. Like It's so hard. Like it's the weirdest thing that people don't talk about because your knee like got hurt when you were at like 180. And let's say once rehab and all the stuff you're going through that you're 190, like you're trying to rehab that knee back to a completely different weight. And I think that was the hardest part for me, honestly.
I know that you had a very wonderful freshman season, and y'all
Mhm.
have made it to the Final Four. Like during the
Mhm.
regular season, SEC and NCAA tournament, how has this previous injury like influenced you on and off the court? Like, are you still going on like daily routine to maintain your knee health and ensure it's game ready like every night?
Um, Not as much as I did before. I think my freshman year, I still had to wear the brace, which was rough. And I think coming into college and obviously high school and college are two different levels, but I think I worked out and rehabbed enough to play in high school games, but whenever I got to college, it was like a completely different like experience. So whenever I got here, I'm getting tendonitis and like things like that. Like my patella is like I literally feel like it's gonna shoot out of my skin. Like my knees were constantly throbbing and aching, and then was wearing the brace and like being heavier from like not playing as hard and just like all the stuff like my freshman year, it was really like kind of like the calmer rehab part and not as intense as it was my senior year. So I kind of took like my freshman year as just getting onto the court like times two, because not only being a freshman, but also coming back from an injury like still.
Okay. All right. So far from what I know, in your freshman season roster, some of your teammates have also gone through the ACL injuries,
Mhm.
including like Rory Harmon, Aaliyah Moore, and Jordana Codiel. How has this become like a common na language between you guys, and did y'all help each other out in certain ways? Like,
I think everybody's different. Um, I know that Amo ended up having more surgeries after she got hurt, which is really sad. I think everybody just heals differently, and it's easy to come together and like make excuses or complain or like, but it's also funny to like come together and make a joke or like something like that. Um, but it is just like high-fiving our braces together and just like stuff like little things and stuff like that that I think we kind of all helped each other through. I know that Jordana also had a very like invasive surgery experience. Um, but yeah, it is nice just to kind of realize and like be around somebody who went through the same thing as you.
So, lastly, to wrap it up, do you have messages that you would like to give to others who are now experiencing ACL or any kind of knee
Yeah,
injuries?
just take it, take all the experience, take everything in. Um, I think I think it's really important that as much as the injury may suck, I think it's important that it kind of gives you a moment to step away and kind of look outside in and realize like what you have and what to be grateful for and like what you're coming back to. Like some people can't come back from this injury and some people never play the sport that they love again. And so I think it's just really important to kind of take a step back and like look at the whole thing and like just be really appreciative.
all right, that sort of concludes our interview again. We appreciate you so much for your time and effort for this interview, and all of the answers are amazing. This interview means a lot to us.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
Thank
great
y'all.
opening for our channel. And anyways, we wish you and the Longhorns a fabulous 2025 to 26 seasons.
Thank you.
We'll all
Thank
be
you.
big supporters. Thank you
Okay,
so
yeah,
much.
thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all.